Peace, love, good health, and black power. How you been, homie?
Good, man.
It's been a minute, huh?
Man, summer hiatus, man.
Yeah, summer hiatus, shit.
Yeah, we had to go travel a little
bit.
Yeah.
You ain't do nothing wrong, but we back to the grind.
Back to the grind.
Y'all, please like and subscribe. The Black Functional Man. We trying to build our channel up. Hey, champ, today, I just really want to kind of talk about health. How important health is. You know, we getting ready to go back into the fall, and every summer I make it a point to get to the ceasefire zone, the Ty and Ed throw the Madness zone, and I always go to the Cadoza reunion. And it's funny because I graduated from Roosevelt.
Man, you want
yeah. But I you know, my family had the store down by Cadoza, so all my friends really go to Cadoza. But the reason I want to talk about the health thing is because every year when I go to the Madness thing and go to the Cadoza reunion, it's always, man, you heard about what happened to such and such? Yeah. Or you heard about what happened to such and such? Yeah. And so I just wanted to touch on how important I think it is to just keep up on your health, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's very important, man.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too because we live in a consumption and capitalistic environment, and so it affects our everyday life.
Right.
It affects how we think about things and everything. So
right.
A lot of time, most of us, we always talking about Bill Gates, who got $1 billion, Jay-Z turned $1 billion, but people don't realize the most important, your wealth is your health.
It's your health.
It's the most important thing.
The most important thing.
So, and people sacrifice their health for material things.
I see it every day.
Yeah.
I see it every day. Like right now, at my job, we short of manpower and guys working 7 days a week, 15, 16 hours a day. And like I say, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think ain't nothing wrong with that if you got a goal you trying to meet.
Yeah.
But just to do it constant, it's gonna break your body.
And to do it for a car that you really can't afford.
Man, how
to
about
do it
that?
For stuff that you for toys that super expensive, Mercedes Benz, and you spending $3,000 just to get the joint service. So it just.
And I think the key thing you said is like that you can't, like if you can afford it, that's one thing, but if you can't afford it, that's a whole nother thing.
And afford meaning under your regular salary.
Right.
So to me, all that, if you have a goal, it should be a goal to put maybe, they say a year to 6 months of savings or something.
Right.
Or into the stock market. But like you said, man, if you're working that hard, your body don't have time to recover, especially if you don't have an ideal diet.
Yes. And so I think the diet is important. I think, learning your numbers, keeping up with your numbers, your cholesterol, your high blood pressure. And so I know probably 75% of America is on some type of drug.
Man.
And I think it's so important to take your medication on a regular basis. Like, for example, I'm going to use myself. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And I didn't want, when I started taking the medicine, I'll be honest, it started messing with my nature. So I didn't want to take it. But I said to myself, let me go back to the doctor and try to figure out, get a prescription that wouldn't mess with my nature. So if you got a adverse side effect, man, go back to your doctor. And then, they got little pills that can help you out with this and that.
Yeah.
But man, eventually what I did, I bought me a high blood pressure monitor. I tightened up on my diet and I would monitor my blood pressure every morning and every evening until I felt like, hey, man, let me, I can stop taking this medicine. But what I still do is the prescriptions last 3 months. And so I still get them. I still check my blood pressure every day. And if it's high, I just take take a pill. But I still get the medicine. And the reason I think this is so important, man, just because this is messing with your nature, still take your medicine and, have a conversation with your woman, or man, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Whatever you do, that's your business. But have a conversation with them and just let them know, hey, this was going on, and y'all work through it together. Because I got one of my close friends that's, in the hospital now, and I got another one of my really close friends was a diabetic. He didn't want to take the medicine because that's with nature.
Yeah.
And he in a nursing home now, man, they went blind, cut up both his legs.
Woo!
Yeah. Young. He probably was young to me. Maybe 46, 47, but he been in the hospital probably the last 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So really, take your medication. If you have to take your medication, if it's messing with you, like the adverse side effects, go back to your doctor. Go back to your doctor, and they got all types of medicine. I would suggest trying to get off of them, but take your time, still get the medicine. And like I say, it's been like 2 years since I got my blood pressure under control, but I still get the medicine.
Yeah.
I still get the medicine. If I go home one day, and as long as my diet right, man, I'm like 115 over 70.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, as long as my diet right. But man, I like every now and then I like them Impossible burgers.
Yeah.
Hey, Champ, while I'm eating it, I could put on the blood pressure in this. Not that after I digest it, I can put it on and eat it.
Man, God, it's slowly going up. You like a needle. God dang, bro.
I'm telling you, yo.
Yeah.
I guess it's the soil. Like if I get off my diet, it goes straight up. So I just wanted to say that because, man, on the outside you might be feeling good, but on you tearing your organs and stuff and your arteries and your veins up, and then it get to a point. Well, my thing is, I think that the body under the right circumstances can heal itself, but the more you tear it up, the longer it takes it
it's
to
not
heal
it's
itself.
not an overnight thing.
It's not an overnight
because it
thing.
didn't happen overnight.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen overnight, man. Everybody remember when they were lean and mean and trim.
Everybody.
And then
hold on, I gotta cut. Well, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. You go.
You guys tell me when you say they never was mean. Oh man,
I know a couple jokers from the crib, but never. But anyway, I'm there. I'm gonna leave that alone. You go, Chair. You go.
Nah, but you definitely right about it because here's the facts.
Yeah.
If you have high blood pressure and you don't take your pills,
diabetes,
you're on
cholesterol,
but high blood pressure. For one, high blood pressure, you're gonna after a couple of years have a stroke.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
You cannot take it all you want, but you're going to have a stroke because it's called pressure for a reason. It's putting pressure on your arteries.
Right.
It builds clots, and the clot goes to your brain.
The artery be like that, then it get like this and get like that, and it's trying to push that.
It's trying to push, so you
and
it's putting too much pressure.
Heart.
It's putting too much pressure on your arteries, and soon there's going to be a repercussion for that.
Yes.
And that's it. I see it all the time. I'm in the emergency medical health care, so I see it all the time.
Right.
People have strokes. No matter how healthy they look on the outside, if you don't take your medicine, you're going to have a stroke. So what you do, like he said, take your time, and it's going to take some time.
It's going to take some time.
It's going to take some time.
Right.
But you should want your nature to work. You should want to,
that's the most important thing.
That's the important thing. Like, you can, I don't care how much money you got, that's not going to satisfy your peoples. So, if it's 3 years, put yourself on a 3-year plan, whatever.
I mean, your body gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Your body gonna. Some people might take 3-5 years. Some people might take 6 months. Your body gonna. You just gonna wake up one day and boy, it's gonna be like.
Man.
You remember when you young? You just up looking around and you sleep.
Man, what's going on out here, man?
Man, we ain't got no action around this shit. I want action.
Man, that's what we. Yeah. You know what?
I mean,
If you're gonna do overtime and make that money, instead of putting your money into a vehicle which has a depreciating asset, use that and get a personal trainer.
man.
They said, I saw a study that most people who are most wealthy people, they don't even go to gyms.
Yeah.
They get a personal trainer.
Man, especially with the COVID stuff going, ain't nobody breaking in there trying to get in no gym.
Instead of wasting your money, because the gyms know, like, only a small percentage of people use gyms. That's why the gyms love putting you on that contract, because they know that you're not going to use it.
I mean, for the most part, I'm sorry to cut you off, but for the most part, man, if you then got yourself at a certain weight more than working out, it's the mental aspect. So you got to be motivated. So you can not do nothing at home instead of going to the gym and not doing nothing. Because if you ain't motivated, that's why a lot of people get them personal trainers. Like, come on, champion, come on, let's get this.
Exactly. Invest into a personal trainer because this is way more important. I mean, this is your life.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what I like too, champ.
What's that?
Man, I gotta tell you, champ. I like going. I go to Massage Envy. I got this dude named Kazoo. Man, when I come out that joke, man, I be feeling mind relaxed, spirit, everything. I be feeling so good when he, and not so much as a massage. He just stretched me out real good.
Man,
he just stretched me out real good.
Yeah. So I think, invest in that massages. A personal trainer. Do something.
Man, dietitian.
Yeah, dietitian.
Because that diet is so important.
The medical industry is created for emergency, basically.
Right.
It's created for after the fact.
Right.
The medical industry is not created for preventative medicine.
Man.
They make their money off of cutting you.
Yeah.
And that's how they make their money.
And giving you pills.
So that's how they make their money. It's not created, it's created for after the fact and when you have the malady. So
hey, Chef, to piggyback on that shit, when I was trying to tell my doctor, I was trying to, man, don't do that, take the medicine. Like he was and every time I go see
why you trying to work out?
Why you trying to get in shape? Like they tell you do these things, but they don't really want you to do. And he always pushed the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine. He be pushed, man, what's wrong with you? Why you don't want it?
Basically, just get shot up and don't do nothing. Keep taking his pills. Man, there you go.
How long you been married? She ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about that. He ain't got to. Don't worry about that.
You don't got to do nothing, man. I ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing, man. Just go ahead. Man.
Hey, you know what's so funny, John? I rarely see a doctor that looks in shape. Like it's like, man, because my whole thing is, if I go to a personal trainer, boxer coach, football coach, whatever, I want him to look in shape. Yeah, I want him to it's hard for me to take some advice for somebody that don't look like they.
Man,
that's just me personally.
Yeah, it's one doctor we see, man, wobble around.
Yeah.
Big old joker.
Yeah.
And he's like, God dang, like.
Can you imagine a joker wobbling around telling you obese, you need to lose some weight? This is unacceptable. You're obese on this scale.
Because he's going to look at the thing, you're obese. He's like, well, you obese, man. We in the same.
The advice you give me, you to take it for yourself.
Man, take it for yourself.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, Champ, I'm about finished. This was very important to me because, like I say, man, I'm coming off the summer. I go to if I don't do nothing else all year, I'm going to the Madden ceasefire joint, and I'm going to the Godot joint, and every year it's like, man, you heard what you heard? Or you might see a person that last year, wasn't walking too good, now they got a cane or a walker, or in a wheelchair.
Well, hold, Tom, before we leave.
Okay, baby.
Because this is something that I see a lot of people, even young people, bragging about.
What's that?
What is the effects of alcohol?
Man. First of all, it's straight sugar. It's straight sugar. And sugar destroys testosterone. And so a dude that started drinking, and in the beginning, it seemed like it's helping you. But in the long haul, it's destroying you to the point where you can't get back.
And it also puts a lot of stress on your kidneys.
Most definitely.
because your kidneys got to process that alcohol.
Most
A
definitely.
lot of stress in your kidneys.
And so, with that being said, anytime your body is in distress, my man Neil always say, you don't want to make nobody want. You don't want your
body ain't like, oh man, let's just create this.
Your
body don't want to.
We're trying to survive. We ain't trying to.
Man, yeah.
And then you say your body don't want to have no sickly jokers running around.
That's nature.
That's nature.
Yeah.
That's nature.
Yeah.
By nature.
Yeah.
You know, and you talk about all the time, like, even though a person might don't pay no attention to it off the break, but it's just in your nature. If you see, for men, a nice looking woman,
Yeah.
or for women, a nice looking man, it's just in your nature. Even though you might be married, don't want to do nothing, just to look, because it's in your nature.
Yeah. Yep, that's what shows a healthy individual.
You're just a healthy individual.
Good
and if I do
marker.
mate, I want to mate with a healthy individual so I
Yeah.
can have healthy kids.
That's it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's just, it's innate.
Yeah.
You don't even, you like,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
See them strong legs and that.
Strong
Yeah,
leg.
man.
Yeah. I know when I first seen my wife.
Oh man.
Sheesh.
We got one here.
Man. 57 years later,
Man.
sheesh. We still rolling.
Oh man.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about it for
That's
me,
it,
Tim.
man.
I just,
That's all I got.
that's about. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to build this channel. We'll be coming to y'all from now on once a week. If Neil ain't on vacation somewhere.
Man.
Hey, Neil been cutting up this summer, man. My man been everywhere.
Picking pineapple. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Yeah.
And so always give God the glory.
And I'm out. We out.
Oh,
mind, body, and soul.
Yeah, you forgot your
Mind,
mind, body, and soul, baby. We got to keep everything in.
Mind, body, and soul, man.
Okay, we out.
We out.